Welcome back to News Insight. You look like you are going somewhere today.
Today's Friday.
Today's Friday. TGIF.
Thank God for today.
Cover, do you know the meaning of that acronym?
I don't know the meaning of thank God it's Friday.
Okay.
Will you tell
No, what other meaning do you know? Because
I do know that Thursday is the new Friday.
So when you become president,
when I become president, we'll have three days weekend.
Wow.
Just like Akwa Ibom governor declared happiness.
Okay. His Excellency Atiku Abubakar said there's a coalition going on. That this coalition is member of Labour, PDP, AC, APC, and one other party he mentioned.
I think that's what he said.
Okay. And they are forming a great coalition. And but the APC people said, no, our members are not there. But Polibe defined it. Please take it on from there.
No, there's something APC man said that is a little bit categorical. That is Ibrahim, the director of their publicity.
That if any man thinks that
he said if any APC member is speaking with him, he's referring to Atiku. If any APC member is speaking with him, they are probably stringing him along, as has happened repeatedly in the past. Each time he engages in coalition, he ends up losing. That's the pattern. Wow, this is strong mockery. But be that as
he said they are stringing him along.
Yes, I said that's the pattern. We said Atiku has been contesting since 33 years. This man is so...
That's Guinness Book of Records.
Yes, he's summarizing it and said that's the pattern. And why that appears to be true, Atiku has always been losing, all his presidential bids have ended up in loss. I also think that APC people know that all APC members are not satisfied with the current government. After we have Dr. Bola Ahmed who resigned, we have, you understand me?
This other man that was speaking on the rise the other day.
So there's never a time you are going to think all your members are with you. APC shouldn't be surprised. I think they are just discarding this. This is a political thing. And sincerely, all these people that moved from PDP now to APC are now APC members.
Yes.
Do you think they are in tandem automatically? They have become APC Blood?
Yeah.
Come 2027, just before election, APC have to develop human resource management system that has never been used in Nigeria before. Because now they have the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the very ugly
within
inside. So Atiku might not be telling lies. I don't think he is. When he said that doesn't mean he will not end up in the pattern that Ibrahim was talking about. But I don't think Atiku was telling lies when he said some APC members are talking with them. You always have it. People, they are with you, but they are not with you.
I thought you used to like Atiku.
No, I'm only saying what happened. I'm only saying what Ibrahim said.
No, you now added your own. And
I do not have any special like for Atiku anyway. I just like Atiku like every other Nigerian. I have no special like for him because...
Okay, I think I should leave you alone at this moment. Peter, look at what he said. He said this coalition is being formed from these major political parties and they're going to rescue the power from... Ahmed Bola Tinubu.
Yeah. As I've always said here, no single party in Nigeria can defeat this present government. There's need for coalition. And equally said here, who that will be on that ballot will determine the success or failure of that coalition. You don't bring a candidate that is not sellable. Somebody Nigerians don't have trust in to lead to be on the ticket. To fail. The attack on Atiku, I think they misunderstood him. They were like, APC is not part of this coalition. I think that's this guy mentioned. That's where you go wrong. Thank God Ibe came to clarify it. He didn't say APC as a party is part of this coalition.
Of course, it's members.
Yeah, it's members. And it will be foolhardy for them to think that they don't have disgruntled members. They are deceiving themselves. The truth still remains that this jumping into 80 they don't see the problem. To them, they're seeing only the gain. It is a major issue. These are cultural differences. These are people that have different opinions. These are people that have different ideology about how governance should be. They're all coming together. How are you going to manage all these differences? How are you going to harmonize this house? And after the presidential election, how are you going to share this ticket on the local and state levels? People have ambition. People have been in the APC for a while, waiting for your turn to contest. And some other people are coming in. So how are you going to manage all this infighting? There's going to be an explosion, whether they like it or not. It's going to happen. But they poured is small to contain the influx. So to me, it is matter of time. We'll see it play out.
Now, I really want you to touch on a particular area.
Okay.
Now, if you look at it very well, as in very well, you find out that the elite in Nigeria have been captured into the APC. From the governors to the senators. The senators from Kebbi State went to Aso Rock. They came out and decamped. The wife of the president went to Delta. After he has left, the governor and everybody decamped. I mean, one by one, this capturing of Nigerian elite by the APC. Of course, I've been told that the president will call you by himself and ask to see you. When you come out, you're gone. Do you think it will spell victory for APC?
You mean victory like for a political party in a long term?
For
election.
2027 election.
Okay, no, 2027 election is going to be something, I've always said that every election we learn new things.
Yes.
In 2027 election, there are lessons we will learn that we don't know today. Tomorrow is mystery. But that said, drawing from 2023 and building on it, the only error, because now I think they are setting themselves up for a failure. Why am I saying this? By the time you have some elite scattered in Labour, scattered in PDP, scattered in maybe SDP, all these other parties, then you have a fair fight, you as APC that is ruling. But if you absorb all the elite into APC, it's going to be a battle between the elite and the common people of Nigeria.
Yes.
And the common people will fight dirty. I think that, for example, let me come to Delta State now, for example. If this decamping or remains permanent, PD people remains there, what you have said that all the people that have been flexing Nigeria since 1999, let's leave what happened before 1999.
Yeah.
All the people that have been fleecing Nigeria dry, the people that has been making Nigeria dry has now combined themselves in one suit. And that is what you are calling elite.
And if
These are not non-business people who have worked so hard and earned their living. These are not people who have invented anything. They are not even people who have been talking like this and become known or have offered their advice or their token to development of Nigeria. These are the people who have been making Nigeria dry, and you are not gathering them together. Who are the elites? How did they become elites? As against Nigeria, because there is going to be election in 2027. So by the time you make it, the rich or the elite in quote versus the people will fight dirty. When I mean dirty, they will vote in Delta. In Delta, if somebody like P2B is on ticket, Delta will almost get up to 85-90% for him. The way it is, because they will vote with anger, they will vote with animosity. So why not? I don't think it's the smartest thing, but we are told and that our president is a very great strategist. Let's see how it works, because we've never seen this type before. Maybe until after 2027, we would know whether we were right or wrong. The only thing wrong with the election of P2B the last time was counting of the vote. And if they take charge of that counting of the vote, which they can achieve by probably using the coalition that RFI is doing in SDP, if they can use that, they are going to be very balanced. And 2027 can be a surprise to us.
Peter, do you think so?
Yeah, I believe so. Even Okongo said it one time when he was giving an interview. He said having a victory and securing a victory are two different things. So he indirectly implied
The counting of the vote.
No, yes, that probably the Labour won, but did not secure the victory. So coalition is the key way forward. It's the key way forward. But having said that, this government still have 2 years to prove us wrong. by achieving their mandate, by achieving all they promised us. Within 2 years, it's not small enough for them to give us 24 hours like they promised. There could be change in the atmosphere. Yes, if Naira appreciate more, our standard of living improves, employment, yeah, there could be change in the atmosphere. But as it stands now, if the election is being held today and there's coalition and maybe it's on ticket, I think it will be hassle for Tinubu to win.
But do you believe in what Atiku said?
What did he say?
That there's a coalition, and this coalition comprises of these political parties. And the way you can't gather for other people and you expect
let me make it very clearer. The only coalition Atiku puts together or be part of that will succeed is the one he's not a flag bearer. Yeah. I'm being honest about that.
I think so. Yeah.
Because you look as if he was...
And that is why I will persuade P2B to take over the coalition El-Rufai is working on. Because if he does not, or
is it to take over or to work with them?
Yes, to work with them rather, not to... But because if he does not, he sets Atiku up to a point where they will divide their vote again and Asiwaju will easily win, even though Nigeria remains at it is today. I do believe, I've always said that miracle can happen just like you have said.
In fact, I wanted to ask you that question. Yeah. That do you still believe in a miracle?
I still believe a miracle can happen. Do you know why?
That the present government can
do wonders before 2027. Do you know, as a Nigerian, I feel better when it happens. Yeah. So I'm likely to want it to happen. And I'm likely to believe it's happening. I don't even care if it happened under Asiwaju or under me.
But Okafor, I know you very well.
Yes.
I believe in miracle, and I know you believe in miracle. Yeah. But I also know strongly you believe in the pathway to success.
Certainly.
Miracle done just happen.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Poor performance.
Okay, now let me tell you why. You are I won't say you are losing hope, but you are making this exaction now based on 2 years. And we have now more 2 years. Do you understand? So the next 2 years is easier for the government than the past 2 years. That I can tell you.
If they want to change.
One, the temperature of people are already where they are. Any improvement will be seen in the standard of living of people. People have forgotten where they were before. So any improvement, if you are buying fuel about 900 naira, how much are you buying now? If you find fuel now about 500 naira, it's going to look like real progress. Real progress. If prices of things drop significantly, they're going to look like real progress.
So what you're saying is
if
that
unemployment rate, rather than we love bridges, we love a conference center that is beautiful and probably the best in the whole world, rather than using 39 billion naira in renovating conference center, if they use that in a stimulation of employment for Nigerian youth and unemployment rate drops, people will feel better from where we are standing today. So it's easier for this government to perform between now and 2 years than what they've been through. So if they are wise, they can perform. So that at the end of the day, by 2027, they will not be too careful about Atiku. They will be careful that their products, the fruits of all their work, is knocking on the doors of every Nigerian.
Wow. So the cloud is gathered. It's just for the rain to come down.
You could tell us.
All right. Okafor is a strong believer that miracles happen, and maybe to an extent that they have worked to a maximum level. The only thing is the fruit of exactly. We need to start seeing the fruit of the things they have done, from the macro to the micro. That's what we want to see. Okay, we'll be right back on News Inside. Don't forget today, 3:30 will be live here on Matters Arising. It's always a pleasure to have you on Matters Arising. At least you get something to take home for the weekend. We'll see you much later.